All right. Yeah, I got this thing turned on. What, man? Yeah, I'm live already. Oh, geez, why do you have the camera there? I didn't put it up on the thing over there. Can you pick it up for me? Hey, let me have some of that coffee. You want here? All right, that's good coffee. Yeah, but can you just pick this up and we can go ahead and get on with the show? That'd be great. All right, man. Let me just. How's that? That work for you? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You gonna do the intro or like what? Like why are you just staring at me? I don't know what you're trying to tell me, bro. Have you seen the prices for Saturday night's main event? You know I have. We literally just did a reel where you completely lost your mind about the prices for tickets to go see John Cena's final match. I was asking you as a question so we could just kind of talk about it now. Dude, we'll get into it. You want to do the intro, though? I mean, that's free. It's free. They can follow, subscribe, comment, and do all that kind of shit or whatever. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You're not doing the intro? No, I'm not telling people to subscribe. Why? It's their business. They can do whatever the hell they want. All right, that's a valid point. Tell them what they're watching. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Hey, you're checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are the greatest pro wrestling and combat sports podcast on the planet. I don't know if you can say that. I mean, can you prove that? Nope. So then, can you say it if you can't prove it? I think so. What makes you think that? What are they gonna do? They sue me? All right. Can I do it again? Yeah, I mean, please, feel free to do it again. Joe says we're frozen. Don't know that. I don't know why. Let's see. Let me see if Joe gets in here. Go. Do it again. What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are better than every other pro wrestling podcast you could ever find. Bubba Ray Dudley, Mark Henry, Dave LaGreca, their show sucks. Dude. Can we... Why are we doing that? Like, don't... Why, we don't need... It says Joe's unable to join. See, like, you're going to say that they suck. We can't even get Joe on the show. He's the co-host. I mean, that's because we're not backed by TKO money. Dude, really, you can't... Mark, you can't just make accusations like that. You have no way to prove that Busted Open is funded by TKO, and that's why they like to just like really glaze Triple H and WWE and give them like zero accountability when they put together a shit product. So you can't prove that, so you can't say that. So legal disclaimer, like, yeah. What is that zit on your forehead? Dude, that has nothing to do with anything. We really need to get Joe in here. We need a good balance to whatever the hell is going on here with Mark. I mean, all right, anyway, don't say the F word. We don't use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Shouldn't any friends use it either. Mark the Monster, leader of the PWO. Yeah, but I mean, Joe still can't join. I don't know, man. Let me try. I don't know. I don't know why he can't join. Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna click the thing, do the thing. I don't know where he's at. I mean, why don't you just go get him and bring him over? Well, that doesn't really work. That doesn't fix this problem. And then I'd have to leave the house. Let's see if we can get Joe in here. I mean, this is great. This is going to be so entertaining for anyone watching. I mean, they have to be enjoying the hell out of this. Let's see, we'll try one more time, and if Joe can't join here, we'll just have to start over. And you have to do that entire intro again. There's no way I'm doing all that again. Look, there's Joe. Oh, yeah. Thank God. Thank God Joe is here. Well, Joe, he's on one.
What's he on today now?
See those ticket prices for Cena's last match.
Oh. Let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about that. So, it was about 10:30. I got the email And that little queue that was in, it was like over 22,000 people ahead of me getting the ticket.
What?
I'm dead serious. In the queue, like 22,000 people was ahead of me getting the tickets.
Bro, that's insane.
And like I said, I got kicked out twice because I was looking at the prices. The one I managed to get was at Section 6. But the Section 7 was like $3,200 for them 2 tickets.
Did you buy tickets?
Nah, I ain't buying tickets. Nah, I was trying to click go forward, but then when I went to the next spot, that's when it
Dude,
said,
if you would have bought those tickets, I'd have been so pissed at you. If you would have spent that money, I would have lost my shit.
I was trying to get to the last part where it showed me the grand total of everything, but when I got to it, it said someone already bought the tickets.
Dude, man, I just don't understand. I personally don't get it. Let me say this. You know,
Okay.
wrestling fans complain about a lot of things. A lot of things. They act like they understand social, economic things, and then they turn around and spend $6,000 to go and watch something they can see on TV and see it better.
Well, I don't know what.
Cuban Gorilla said, Joe, tell him you didn't buy them. Joe just confirmed he did not spend the money and buy those. I would have lost my shit.
Look. All I'm saying is, I got the email. It said pre-sale. I just want to see how much it's going to be, how much every spot was going to be. But the main one, that where the green shirt guy was already gone. But then, by the entrance ramp, where you see like 3, that was like the cheapest I saw was $32.
Listen, like, the Peter Plank affiliate situation is decent. All right? It ain't that decent. It ain't paying for that.
Yeah, and I tried to find more spots.
Cuban Gorilla said he was taking down both his pages and you spent the money to go.
And I looked for the last spot. The last spot that I could find cheap before I got kicked out was at least $1,500.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is probably gonna turn some people off out of this show. Like legit. I'm gonna say this sentence and we're gonna lose subscribers and followers, and man, I don't give a shit. Which is pretty high. That's pretty evident, right? Mm-hmm. If you're spending that much money to go to Saturday Night's Main Event, you're a moron. And I don't care how much money you got. You're a dipshitted idiot. And right there, this episode is not going to get monetized on YouTube because that was within it. You're dumb as hell. Like, dirt dumb. You are stupid. If you have children and you spent this money to go to Saturday Night's Main Event, they should take your kids because you're dumb.
I'm just saying, and just so y'all know, and just so you know, there were 2 tickets. Not just one.
2 tickets were $5,600. And, dude, so Dustin Rhodes recently got into all kinds of beef, people were upset with Dustin Rhodes because I don't know who the person was. Someone posted something that said MAGA needs to take accountability for whatever's going on in the world. I didn't understand the post. You know, I'm not a politics kind of. I don't give a shit who anybody votes for. I don't care. But more importantly, like, I sure as hell don't care who Dustin Rhodes voted for. I'll put that out there. If there was anyone I was going to care about, he is way down on the list. I don't care what his beliefs are. I've never thought about what Dustin Rhodes cares about in the world of politics. Never once considered it. I didn't understand the context of the post. When I asked, I don't know what this is about. Why does this matter? People went all hard in the paint on me. This is on a wrestling thing. Oh, this, that, yeah, economics, minimum wage, all this shit. If wrestling fans care about the economy and how expensive things are, don't pay $5,600 to go to Saturday Night's Main Event. The ticket prices are so high because you idiots are putting it on a credit card at a 17% interest rate, and you're never going to pay it off. Like, stop being stupid with your money. I don't know what else. I'm like mad at anyone who bought these tickets. I'm legit pissed at these people because I can't believe how stupid some people are. It's going to be on TV.
Hey, I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. As I was looking at several site tickets that I was looking at, they were gone. They said someone bought them. Someone bought them before I even got to the complete checkout. So 2 tickets, they was bought.
That's insane. That's insanity to me. You just got to be dumb. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna turn the comments off on this thing. If I put this episode on YouTube, I'm gonna turn the comments off because people are gonna get hurt feelings. You know who's gonna comment? This is going to have hurt feelings that I've said it. It's not even going to be the people who bought tickets. It's going to be the people who aren't buying tickets, but are going to try and grandstand like somehow the shit I'm saying affects them. Because that's the world we live in today.
I'll just say this. I understand it's Cena's last match, but you got to be out your mind to pay that much just to see them for like, let's just say 45 minutes in the ring at most, at least.
There's no way he's doing a 45-minute match.
I'm just giving it. Okay, we'll say this. Let's just say hypothetically, his last match be the last 30 minutes. Boom, and then afterwards he'll probably do 20, 30-minute promo. Whoa, congratulations, saying goodbye to the wrestling world. 20, 30 minutes.
Cuban gorillas. Yeah, what I'm saying is the truth, and he's saying it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's just ask Google something. What we're gonna do.
And from the way it sounds, it seemed like it starts at 7:30. From the way that Capital One got on the website, at 7:30.
Average. How long has each of John Cena's matches been in WWE? On average, how long has John Cena's matches been this year in WWE?
Cody was an hour. I know that. At least an hour for Cody.
According to this, his average match time this year in WWE, excluding his time spent in the Royal Rumble, has been 11 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's right. That's just what I got from just asking Google and getting the AI. You're going to pay $6,000 to maybe see this dude in the ring for 11 minutes. 11 minutes. 11 minutes. You know what I think I'm going to do? Here's what I think I'm going to do.
Okay, what you going to do?
This is just maybe. I might do this. I might go buy a projector and a screen and put it in my driveway on my fence. And have people just come to my driveway and watch Cena's last match. And I know a dude with a food truck. Like, you can park in front of my house and sell food. Man, then people be coming on my property. I'm going to get a projector and I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to put it on your garage door.
Well, my garage is kind of far, and yours is closer to mine with the garage. So I'm saying.
Yeah, I got extension cords.
Well, take it back. He might. My window. It could fit my window, my front yard. It could fit.
You know what, man? I wonder if Doghouse is going to show it.
I don't know.
Or we get Freddie to do it at Don's. Maybe we need to do a Don't Say the F Word watch party somewhere.
Let's see here. I'll say, who would do it best? Don's don't really got TVs everywhere. He at the bar.
What if I just buy the projector and put it in and do it outside on the patio? If I supply the projector and the screen, they can do. I'll supply the electronics. They can host the event. They can make some cash.
That might work out. Yeah.
All right, maybe. Something to ponder. We got a little time. Got a little bit of time. It'll be cold, but they got patio heaters.
Wait, I know. Scoops. They got that fence right there in the parking lot. It could work out.
They're closed for the season. They might let us use.
Oh, they're closed. That's right.
People need somewhere to get drinks and food. I bet Freddie could hook us up. Do it at Don's.
Sounds good work.
Anyway, I don't know, man. Those ticket prices are just bonkers to me. That shit's crazy. I'm not in support of it at all. I just think it's Henderson Boxing. Check us out live on Instagram. Go check out Henderson Boxing. Need some boxing gear. Anyone out there trying to participate in virtual reality combat, go check them out on Instagram as well. Get you a MetaQuest VR headset and do some virtual reality boxing, Joe. No concussions. It's my jam. I've had too many. I don't need no more. So I've been starching dudes in some boxing underground on the MetaQuest.
There you go.
Joe, let's talk about Raw.
Raw.
You know, I don't know, like, there's no point. It's Wednesday. People have watched the show, so we're just going to hit, like, the main things. We're just going to hit, like, the main thing.
Betrayal.
Betrayal. By the Dog-Faced Destroyer, Bron Breakker, Dog-Faced Destroyer Steiner Math shirt is available at our merch page. Tell me that design didn't turn out dope, Joe. Come on, you gotta like that shirt, right?
I did like this shirt. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, I've been working on a Bron Breakker Steiner mat. I've been working on that design for a minute. And I just couldn't, like, I couldn't get to the thing that, like, made me be happy with it. Dog-Faced Destroyer. Once I link that together, Dog-Faced Destroyer, boom, that's the shirt. That's the shirt right there.
Yes, sir.
That's what Scott Steiner referred to him as in his tweet doing Steiner Mac on the Dog-Faced shirt. Like, that's it. That's it. That's the damn shirt. Trying to put the piece of the puzzle together.
All right. Hold on. Okay. Just for fun, y'all. My child has a special announcement for y'all. Well, special showing. All right.
Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
All right.
Something cool's gonna happen.
Something cool gonna happen. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh! Look at those lights.
Yeah.
Party at Joe's house. Party at Joe's house.
Party, yeah. I don't know what we're gonna have, but we're gonna have some cookies later, but that's about it. Okay.
Nice.
Later.
So during the Crown Jewel event, Seth did that diving headbutt. Went coast to coast, landed on his left shoulder. They mentioned that he landed on his left shoulder. Commentary did.
They did.
Seems as though Seth may have injured his rotator cuff, something. He was seen in Australia wearing a sling. People are speculating he may have had a sling on Raw underneath that big jacket.
No. Well, we didn't really see his arm. We saw his right arm.
I don't know. I seen that speculation. I thought, man, I guess maybe he did keep that. He had that thing on the entirety of the show, and I didn't really notice him like moving his arm much. So maybe.
I don't know.
Now,
when I saw that,
when he did the coast to coast headbutt, I didn't think he got injured. I did, however, think the move looked like shit.
they didn't like it.
because I initially thought, is he going to try and go coast to coast like RVD? Like, Seth's knees aren't going to get him there. But then he did it as a diving headbutt. Now, since then, I've seen a fan video from the crowd. I don't know whose it was. It may have been Trinidad Flag guy for all I know. The other angle looked so much better. It looked so impactful. It looked like a great move. But that seems to be where everyone is speculating he injured his shoulder. So, I have a question for you.
All right.
Where are the usual suspects? Where's Bubba Ray Dudley, Mark Henry, Eric Bischoff, and Jim Cornette, and Vince Russo to be out here screaming about how doing that move, taking that risk, getting hurt isn't worth it. Why would they do this on just this blah, blah, blah. Like all the stuff they would say if this was Will Ospreay who got hurt doing the same move.
Okay.
Or Kenny Omega. Like, why aren't they taking their stance they would take if this was an AEW wrestler?
I can tell you, I got the answer for you. Because as of right now, they believe since, they got work this past summer with the knee, they think it's another work. So nobody as of right now believes it's legit true. So that's why you haven't heard anybody go off yet.
Man, they really shouldn't. Man, I really hope that's not the case.
So that's what's going on right now from both sources that I've seen the past couple days and today. Nobody believes it because that injury fake did this summer for SummerSlam. So
do you think there is a chance that he's not really hurt and this is another work? There ain't no way, man.
I can say that with Seth and his history, he do get injured maybe like every 2 years. He has an injury problem.
He does seem to have an injury. I don't want to say.
Not saying in a bad way, but you look at his track record, it's like every 2 years, it's either his legs or some random body part gets injured and he's out for like a couple months.
He does seem to be a bit injury prone.
But he's good in the ring. I know, no doubt. He's good in the ring, but he's kind of an injury prone. So I would say if it is legit, that's why they did this breakup, because originally the breakup was supposed to happen around WrestleMania.
So that's my other thing. So the story is that the planned breakup of the Vision was supposed to happen next year, sometime post WrestleMania. The rumor is going around now that WrestleMania was planned to be Seth versus Roman.
Mm-hmm.
But this injury seems to have expedited the situation.
Yeah. So, I could say this. It could be just like I don't know what you call it. What Mr. Candy had with his arm, like a little bruise. It might not be that serious. But nobody knows right now. And right now, rumor had it he was even supposed to fight CM Punk at this Saturday night's main event, but now it's LA Knight. So it could go anywhere right now. Nobody has the right answer. And that's why until I'll say this until it's broadcast either on Raw or over the weekend that, hey, WWE official Seth Rollins is legit injured and will have to strip the belt Monday night, then you got to believe it. But right now, everybody believes this to work.
And I don't think it's a work. If they do that again, fans are just never gonna believe anything.
Yeah.
Like, they'll just never. Like whenever they did the first one, the knee thing, I told you then, like, man, they're gonna lose a lot of trust with people. Like, it's a good angle, sure, but they're gonna lose a lot of trust.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're hearing all this of what the plan was, do you think the Vision had enough steam to keep going until spring of 2026?
At the Crown Jewel, it seemed like they would have more, but hey, they. But I'll say this: if you did look at it from my point of view, Breakker and Bronson been doing more than Seth has been doing it altogether.
What did I say on Sunday? I said, and I've been saying, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker were over before putting them with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
They didn't need this group. Now my question for you is, what do they do with that group now? Do we build it bigger? Now can it actually be like a dangerous alliance situation?
Well,
and how do you rebuild it?
If you look at it, what was it? Paul Heyman, like, he didn't want to be part of it after they took out Seth. So I think Paul just gonna be there for the heck of it because.
Are we gonna do another Paul Heyman's forced to be with this group like we did with Bloodline 2.0? I'm scared, so I'm gonna be with this group to get me back to being with Roman.
Probably so. Yeah.
That's gonna suck.
Or unless Paul be Paul and just say, I don't know.
Yeah, Cuban Gorilla said he hopes they don't do that. I really hope they don't do that. Here's what I would. So I would like to have Paul Heyman with these guys, but I would like it to not be Paul Heyman. I want it to be Paul, but I don't want it to be Paul. I don't want the wise man. I don't want the oracle. I want Paul E. Dangerously to be the one managing Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed and Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams and Austin Theory. Give me that 5-man group managed by Paul E. Dangerously.
I think it's better. I think it'd be better just 3 and just put Austin in there. Austin seems better.
There's strength in numbers, man. There's strength in numbers. And that's not even like, hey, maybe we don't even exclude this group as just being on one brand. Maybe we keep Mello on SmackDown. Maybe we keep Trick in NXT and TNA. This group's everywhere because that's what's missing in pro wrestling today. Bullet Club set the world on fire in the 2010s because Bullet Club was in New Japan. Bullet Club would show up in Ring of Honor. Bullet Club would show up at your local indie. Like, that shirt, that music, that attitude was everywhere. Give me Paul E. Dangerously managing a group of guys that can show up on any show, any day of the week. And for the love of God, give them a cool T-shirt. Please. Listen, for the right amount of money, y'all can license PWO. You can do Paul World Order if you want to. You got to back up the Brinks truck. I'm going to need some of that Saudi money. But maybe we can figure it out.
It could work out, but I can say that.
Cuban Gorilla said that's an all-star lineup. Thank you. This is why they should hire me. Put me on payroll.
But the only downside to it is I don't really think Paul wants to be a manager anymore. I think Paul, he's done. Like, he don't want to be in the scene anymore.
I think he just wants to work with Roman. I really, truly think he just wants to work with Roman Reigns. And let's just be honest. Seth Rollins ain't Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. And I like Seth. Don't know that I so much have liked his current iteration of his character as much as I liked some of the others. Like, I'm one of the rare ones. I kind of like the Monday Night Messiah. I kind of like it.
That was good one.
What's next for Seth Rollins? Like, immediate future. Like, I'm talking next Monday. What's next for Seth Rollins? He's the World Heavyweight Champion. And if he has a wrecked shoulder, they may not let him drop that belt. Like, in a match. Like, he just may have to forfeit that title. We've been here with several people before, so is that what happens next Monday? Does Seth relinquish the title? Babyface run, Cuban Gorilla suggests, but maybe a babyface run.
No. I'll say Seth man up and take out challenge Breakker for the title and drop it to him, and then they do a tsunami on him. Breakker win the title.
Just actually drop the belt to Bron Breakker and then just let those guys beat him up and put him out?
Yep. I think that's what they're going to do. I think if I had to do it right, this is what I'd do. Monday night, Seth opens up, calls out the Vision. Well, if they're going to be the Vision. Breakker is like the new leader doing his talking. Breakker's telling him he's worthless. He never was a good leader. He never was this or that. And if this to prove to me that you are a great leader, why don't you put that title on the line tonight? And they just try to play it off like he's really not injured, but he really is injured. And Seth, since ain't gonna be in his hometown anyway, they'll be in his hometown Monday.
They're gonna be in Iowa?
They're close to Washington. close to it. So yeah, why not put the tie? Why not have a championship match on Raw later on the night? They take out Jimmy Jay, so Steph don't got no help. And then the match. What we'll do before the match starts? Bam, spear.
So I mean, if you do that, if you have him go out that way, I mean, you're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be a babyface run upon return. Which I mean, the odds are if he's gonna be out long enough, he's gonna have to be a babyface no matter what. But you're gonna have sympathetic babyface for Seth Rollins. That's not how I would book it. I wouldn't set it up for Seth Rollins to be a babyface upon his return. I would have Seth come out. You know, Seth's going to have to open the show. Or I guess you could tease it throughout the night. You know, Seth's going to address everything tonight on Raw when he shows up and not having to be there yet. You could have Heyman and Braun and Bronson open the show, and they can run Seth down, and he's not there. You could have run to the end of the show, toward the end of the show, and Seth shows up to the arena, and he comes in through the crowd, and he gets in the ring, and maybe you have Paul Heyman like call him out, whatever, at the end of the show. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Give the belt to Braun, blah blah blah. He goes, I'm here to talk to a Paul, but it's not Paul Heyman. Triple H, Paul Levesque, come out here. I want to talk to you. Have Hunter come out. And you have Seth Rollins cut an anti-Triple H, an anti-TKO promo. Talk about how he put the company on his back and he carried it through the pandemic. He carried it. In Roman's absence as champion, he carried it. Brock Lesnar worked 4 times a year as a champion, and he broke his body to make Paul Levesque a billionaire. And this is the thanks he gets. He's hurt, and you want me to give up this title. A title that I got as a secondary prize. Because Roman got to have them all. And this is the thanks that I get? You want me to relinquish this title? I'm not relinquishing a damn thing. I'm leaving with this belt. And if I come back, I'm coming back as the real world champion. Or maybe I'll take your belt and I'll go to Jacksonville. Kick Trips in the dick and split through the crowd. Have the camera on him and have him look dead at the camera and have him just go, see you soon, Mox, and walk out the arena. Build the idea that Seth is going to take the title someplace else. You don't have to have Seth show up anywhere, but create some buzz. Seth Rollins disappears for 6 months. You could just have him start doing things on social media whenever he's healthy and ready to return. He could go on Ariel Helwani, talk to him, and say, I don't know where I'm going. My contract's up in the air. They breached my contract by telling me I had to give up the title. They can do all kinds of bullshit.
They could, but
he could certainly go bust it open and do kayfabe.
They could, but I think that idea just it's a little bit too soon for that one. It's not a bad idea. I would say you probably want to do that when it gets closer to his contract renewal.
Just kayfabe it. Just say it is. Pretend he's been working on without a contract. Doesn't matter. We just need a good story.
That's a good story.
Just need a good story.
I'm not mad about it, but
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
I liked it. But I really think they're gonna put the belt on Breakker Monday.
Then what do we get? We get CM Punk versus Bron Breakker.
Well, there was also a little rumor with what some people say is speculate to do instead of War Games, have the little tournament like they did in Survivor Series in '92 for the title when it got relinquished.
Yeah, I'm saying Seth's injuries kind of screwed up whatever the War Games plan was.
Yeah.
Um,
So right, it could go any way right now.
So you think the belt gets on Bron Breakker? So are we going to move into the Bron era then? Is it going to be Bron's going to be the centerpiece of Monday Night Raw? Do you think he's like at that level where he could be that guy? I don't know if he is.
I say he is. Right now, if you look at everybody on that roster, between
There's a
Bronson
problem with
and
Bron Breakker being champ, though.
I
think the crowd's going to want him to keep it.
yeah, and right now, between him and Bronson on Raw, those are like the only two fierce person on the roster that you can fear.
Yeah. I mean,
Breakker,
Bronson Reed,
that's fear.
Bron Breakker is the dog-faced destroyer.
Yeah. Just saying, Breakker with speed, fast, agility, he could be unstoppable as a champion. With Bronson right by his side, man, they could get they could be the new Stone Cold and Triple H with the world title and the IC.
Ooh, two-man power trip?
Just saying.
Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they do next on Raw. Like, it's funny, man. An injury throws a wrench and everything, and like I kept saying for months now, Raw hasn't been interesting. SmackDown hasn't been interesting. And then they were forced to shake things up on Raw. And now I'm kind of interested in Raw. I kind of want to know what's going to happen. Another thing I'm interested in tonight's a 3-hour Dynamite. Dynamite and Collision together tonight's 3 hours.
Oh, damn.
Nothing like humongous on the card, but all the matches are like going to be really good. Like they have a lot of fun stuff. Wrestling Cartel says one can be IC champ, the other can hold the world title. Yeah, they give them both. They give them all the gold. There's no reason they can't be dripping in gold.
There's no difference.
We got some interesting stuff happening. I'm just going to refer to it as Dynamite, even though it's Dynamite and Collision. I'm going to call it Dynamite. It's AEW tonight. Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly are going to face off against Danny Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. Claudio's going to face Roderick Strong.
Okay.
Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue. And there's going to be a famous last word say between Chris Statlander and Tony Storm.
Okay.
So there's 2 Joe matches right there. We're going to get John Moxley and Darby Allin face-to-face before their I Quit match at Wrestle Dream.
That's the opening.
Think it'll be the opening thing?
That's the opening.
It could be.
If I know Tony Khan right, Mox will be the opening, Tony Storm and their little speech will be the last.
Man, that could close the show. TK does problem is we're probably gonna have a close to Dynamite and then Collision will start fresh. And I don't know, I don't have it on my notes here what matches are what shows. Once we get through them, I'll check and see. I'm sure AEW has posts. I sent you a bunch of AEW's posts, so maybe in those posts it says what's gonna be on what show. But there's 2 trios matches. One isn't title. One is Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. Take on Mark Davis, Hechicero, and Josh Alexander. Can Kenny Omega trust Jack Perry?
Yeah.
You think so?
They got taken out by the Young Bucks.
So do you think Jurassic Express baby faces?
I would say yes, they are at this point baby faces since they're back
I'm
together.
afraid they are, right? I kind of wanted them to be heels, but I think they're going to be baby faces.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we get Kenny on TV, I'm happy with it.
There you go.
You know, it's not going to happen too many more times. We are coming to the end of Kenny Omega's career, I think. I think we have seen the end of Kota Ibushi.
2 years, damn.
And another person who said we're getting to the near end of their career is Samoa Joe.
What?
Yeah, I seen a report today. Samoa Joe said that when his AEW contract ends, he thinks he's probably going to be retiring from professional wrestling.
Damn.
Right? I was recently told that it does seem like Joe has some different things going where he may be doing some more movies.
Well Twisted Metal.
The Twisted Metal stuff, but he may be doing some movies and some other stuff. I really hope Joe ends up in a backstage role in AEW, but yes, it wasn't confirmed. There was no hard date given, but it was just kind of casually said that whenever this contract is up, he's probably retiring.
You know what? I say this. I can't be mad at today's wrestlers. They do their little 25 to 30 years in the ring. They know their body can't take it much more. And they won't retire before it gets even worse. So I can't be mad at Joe for doing it.
I feel like they're not dragging things out too long. You know, I've had conversations with some folks who are in those AEW locker rooms, and Joe is a locker room leader. You know, he helps people with putting matches together. So I could see him in a producer-type role, should he choose to do that. But it does seem like he really has a lot of interest in doing TV and film. So that may be, where Joe ends up going, potentially. Who knows? I think Tony Khan can give him, control of Ring of Honor and probably get a good product out of it. But let him and Bryan Danielson run Ring of Honor, that'd be cool. But Joe's going to be in a match tonight. So enjoy these Samoa Joe matches, guys. We don't know how many more of these we truly have left. It's going to be the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata is going to face Sammy Guevara, Roosh, and Dralistico. And Hangman Adam Page will be on commentary for that match. That match could open the show, maybe. Let me go see.
It just, for some reason, Mox been opening up lately.
Mox is a good one to have opening a show.
And that's why I say Mox is going to open the show. Him and Darby going to open the show. Just like they did last week with Hangman and Samoa Joe opening the show. I really think they're going to do that. Because if you think about it, I'm not saying it's going to be the best match, but Darby and Mox does got a good rival to it more than Joe and Hangman. So you probably would want that to open up the show.
Literally, nothing's telling me what's going to take part as to what show, or what's going to be part of what show. So I have no idea what's going to be earlier in the night tonight or what's going to be later. Everything AEW has shared just as AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision 3-hour special. There's no differentiator of what's going to be part of what show. I'm not staying up till 11 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
You ain't gotta do it. It's okay. I'll do it for you, like always.
You feel free. You stay up till 11 o'clock tonight. I will be asleep. I work till 8, so I bet you I'll be asleep by 9.
I thought you were gonna say 8:15.
I mean, it could happen. But man, I do think AEW is gonna be good tonight. I'll watch the show in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off tomorrow, so
Oh, there you go. Oh.
yeah. Gotta take our daughter to get her hair cut. Oh, you're wondering why that has to be the case since she's a hairstylist who works at a salon? I don't know. I don't really understand why that has to be what I'm doing on my day off. We're also going to the amusement park. I don't understand why the haircut thing is first. But
I ain't gonna be rude, but anything. But she ain't got that much hair to cut. It's like perfect where she had it.
yeah, her hair, I don't know. She's got it. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you, Joe. You just seen the girl. Her hair looks good. I don't know. I don't got an answer, bro. I don't got an answer.
I'm just saying, look, I can understand if it was like always shoulder length, but it really wasn't shoulder length. It looked perfectly fine.
Yeah, so I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I really don't. But maybe that'll give me some free time to play some Battlefield 6, or maybe some boxing underground. Who knows?
There you go.
I mean, I think Dynamite and Collision will be good, but I mean, we are 3 days away from Wrestle Dream. It's this weekend.
Damn, that's right.
Yeah, Wrestle Dream is this Saturday.
I think it's next Saturday. Oh.
It's this Saturday. I think Wrestle Dream will be a good show. I don't know that I think there'd be really much in the way of surprises, but AEW always gets me, you know? I always think there ain't going to be, and then there are. I think Karrion Kross debuts at Wrestle Dream.
I don't know.
Hey, who's the guy from LFG who's trying to get a job at AEW?
Okay.
Who is that guy, and why do people keep sending me that shit thinking I would like him because he hates Bubba Ray Dudley?
Okay. Okay. Let me explain. Okay, so we watched the show when it first came on. He was the guy that was teamed up with somebody else. I forgot who it was, but they was doing a tag team match. And then the tag team match, he went off script because he was supposed to tag his partner in, but he didn't tag his partner in because he was trying to show out that he could do things better without tag team. So it threw off the other tag team, and Bully and Taker was pissed off because they don't understand why he did that. And then after the match, they all got in his face and asked him why he did that. He told him he did that to show that he can do this business better than you two, Undertaker and Bully.
Oh.
Yeah. And Bully didn't take that in a good way. Bully, you know how he does, saying he got up in the face. He said he could knock his ass out right now, but he can't because he's, you know, a coach. So they kind of like kicked him out that night, like kicking off the show.
Dang.
So that's why majority of people like him, because he stood up to Bully, didn't take his crap, and
Bully Ray is such an asshole, man. Like, I think he's fortunate that he exists in an industry full of a bunch of fake tough guys where he can act like such a blowhard and not get his ass beat.
yeah.
Like, he would not survive around people who can actually fight. Like, not at all. Like, never in his life. Him, CM Punk, all these, like, want to be hard asses in the world of professional wrestling. Like, you put them in any MMA gym, they'll get their dicks run into the dirt.
That did happen to Punk.
Yeah. You know, Darby Allin mentioned, AEW is a much better place since cancer's been cut out.
Yeah, I saw that interview. I was like,
And
damn,
Ariel,
who he
was
talking?
that one particular person? Like, Ariel is such a shit stirrer. But no, clearly it's all these dudes who their peak will only ever be mid-card in WWE. Thought they were too good to lose in AEW, and now they're just floundering.
Mm-hmm.
Rusev ain't ever going to be shit again. Aleister Black's going to be mishandled. He ain't going to be a world champion.
Nah, but
He might get the U.S. title, maybe.
he might get the U.S. title, but Aleister Black, he's good without the title.
I'm an Aleister Black fan. Have been since his NXT days. Actually, before that.
Mm-hmm. But I say he don't need the belt. He's actually good just being a challenger and making the fight look better. So I say he good without the title.
I think they're going to end up pairing his wife with him, Selena Vega, and just give them what Karrion Kross and Scarlett were doing. Like, here you go. Just do what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. I saw somebody made a post about that saying, well, it says we can't have Karrion Kross. Here's your Karrion Kross.
Yep. That's exactly what they're going to do. That's the thing in WWE. Like, they have these certain rules, and they always have, like, a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I said Braun Strowman was going to be in trouble with his career whenever people started, like, getting into Omos. Like, oh, well, the people are going to be behind Omos. He's the giant. So, like, they're going to cut Braun. And look what they did. They cut Braun Strowman. Kept Omos and don't even use him, but they have a giant on deck if they ever need one.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, man. I think Dynamite will be good. I'm interested in Raw for all the wrong reasons right now. But Wrestle Dream will be a good pay-per-view. I just don't think we're gonna see major titles changing hands. I just think it's gonna be a really good show.
Mm. I think we might see the end of Darby. I think Darby's gonna do.
I don't think Darby's gonna quit. I think Darby beats Mox.
I don't know. Darby, if you see him in the past couple weeks coming out to the ring, he looks beat up. Like, not saying
he's unhinged. Way. He's so unhinged right now. Like, he's gonna stop at nothing to make John Moxley say I quit. And I think once we get Mox to say I quit, maybe we get a new leader of the Death Riders. Gabe effing Kidd.
You know, it'd be crazy. Here's what I would do if I was Darby. Call me crazy prediction, y'all. In order to make Mox quit, I would, like, get some handcuffs, go crazy, and then get one of them little, like a nail gun or maybe even a tattoo gun, and then just, like, get on his skin, do some crazy shit, just to make him say, I quit. Do something really psycho crazy.
I gotta figure it out.
Thank me later, y'all.
Darby's gonna have help.
Hey there.
Killer Kross. Killer Kross is gonna help Darby get Mox to say I quit. And then this will get us Mox versus Killer Kross.
Okay, maybe that might work out. Yeah.
We're gonna end on that. We'll see which one of us is right. But I do think Darby Allin beats John Moxley. Because Darby climbed Everest. He can't quit.
They do crazy. He's crazy.
Everyone, enjoy Dynamite and Collision tonight. Enjoy Wrestle Dream if we aren't back before Wrestle Dream. Hopefully SmackDown is good again. It was good last week. Could they do 2 in a row? I have my doubts, but I'll tune in to find out. Until the Weekend Wrestling Review Show this weekend, keep moving forward. Keep your shoulders off the mat. Go buy a shirt. Go buy a shirt. We're donating that money. Go buy 50 shirts. It all goes to animal shelters. Helps out the pups. We see you guys over the weekend. We're out.
Got it.